Shocking new developments are emerging in the desperate hunt for Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie. And the latest update from the Pima County Sheriff's Office has left the investigation in a state of absolute chaos. As of late February 2026, the search for Nancy has entered its fourth agonizing week, and the forensic breakthrough everyone was praying for has just hit a devastating wall. We've learned that the critical DNA samples collected from the Guthrie home and a recovered glove are officially being labeled as mixed samples, a forensic nightmare that is creating massive challenges for investigators. This isn't just a missing persons case anymore. It is a complex, high-stakes criminal investigation that has the entire nation on edge, watching every move of the authorities in the Arizona desert. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos recently confirmed that while they were able to isolate Nancy's DNA from blood found on her front porch, other samples recovered from the scene are a jumbled mess of genetic material from multiple individuals. This mixed DNA makes it nearly impossible for the lab in Florida to create a clean profile for a suspect. Even more frustrating, a glove found just 2 miles from Nancy's Tucson home, which matched the description of the gear worn by a masked intruder seen on doorbell footage, returned a DNA profile that does not match anyone in the FBI's national CODIS database. This means that while a man's DNA is physically in the hands of the police, he remains a ghost without a name or a criminal record. The tension behind the scenes is reaching a breaking point as reports surface of a bitter power struggle between local authorities and the FBI. Sources claim the FBI is growing increasingly frustrated with Sheriff Nanos' handling of the evidence, with some insiders suggesting the feds are desperate to take over the case entirely, believing the local investigation has hit a dead end. There have been whispers that the FBI was initially barred from certain evidence, and the decision to send DNA to a Florida lab rather than the FBI's own facilities has raised serious eyebrows. The situation grew even more dire when it was revealed that nearly 15 of the 16 gloves recovered by search teams were actually contaminated by the investigators themselves, leaving only one viable piece of evidence. Meanwhile, the public is starting to ask tough questions about the family's silence. While Savannah Guthrie has stepped away from her hosting duties and the 2026 Winter Olympics to be in Arizona, she has been largely absent from the cameras lately, leading to a wave of online criticism and speculation from people who don't understand the depth of her private grief. Savannah did release a heartbreaking video plead just days ago, looking visibly shattered and telling the person responsible that it is never too late to do the right thing. Her siblings, Annie and Cameron, have also appeared in these messages, their faces etched with the strain of 23 days without their mother. The details of that fateful night on January 31st are still chilling. Nancy was dropped off by her son-in-law, Tommaso Cioni, after a quiet family dinner. By 1:47 a.m., her doorbell camera was manually disabled by a masked figure. Less than an hour later, her app monitoring her pacemaker disconnected, suggesting that was the moment she was forcibly taken. Despite a reward that has now climbed to $200,000 thanks to anonymous donors and a series of mysterious ransom notes demanding Bitcoin, there has still been no proof of life. One of these letters, appearing to be an open letter to the family, claimed Nancy was scared but alive, yet investigators remain skeptical of its validity. The community is on edge as barricades have been erected around Nancy's neighborhood in the Catalina foothills, and rumors continue to swirl about the motive. Investigative theories are flying everywhere, including a potential money-making scheme by organized cartels, a theory raised by experts who believe the kidnappers might be sophisticated criminals looking for a massive payout. Every day that passes without a lead is a day Nancy goes without her vital medication for heart issues and high blood pressure. New information suggests the suspect might have even scouted the home days before the abduction. Images of a man captured by the Nest doorbell camera without his backpack on a previous night suggest a chilling level of premeditation. This has investigators looking back at security footage from as far back as New Year's Day. The Pima County Sheriff's Department has officially cleared all family members, including Tommaso Cioni, but the internet detectives and true crime streamers continue to crowd the scene, sometimes even walking up to the front door and potentially compromising the site. As the DNA evidence fails to provide the smoking gun the Guthrie family needs, forensic teams are now turning to investigative genetic genealogy. They hope that by using commercial databases, they might find a distant relative of the suspect, eventually leading them to a name. But this process takes time that an 84-year-old woman in frail health may not have. The pressure is on for Sheriff Nanos, who recently admitted he is exhausted and warned that finding Nancy could take hours, weeks, or years. The world continues to watch, hoping for a breakthrough as the Arizona desert holds its secrets tight. For Savannah and her family, the nightmare continues with every silent hour. We will keep you updated as this investigation continues to unfold. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.